What up, though, my people? Your friendly neighborhood Highbrarian Lewis Automatic. We back again with another video, and this one's gonna be a classic right now. Hold on, let me, you know what I'm saying, get it started. Yeah, I had to get it started, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we rolling right. Now, this is a good one, man. This is a classic. Right now, I'm gonna be featuring The Bus, Live by the Gun, Die by the Gun, by the author none other than Stanley E. James the second, you know what I'm saying, the famous Crip. Shout out to Dog, you feel me? He reached out to me through Instagram and shit. We've been, you know what I'm saying, dialoguing and shit, and I had to get this review in, man. I just read this whole book, you know what I'm saying, in one sitting. This shit was a fun read, man. I got my notes ready, so let's just get straight into it, man. First thing I'm gonna say is reading is not only fundamental, but it's fun too mental. That's a quote from Eddie Griffin, the comedian, legendary comedian. But you know what I'm saying, like, first off, I just gotta say this, get this out the way, you feel me? Like, there's a prominent in the character in this book by the name of C-Mac, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying, it's not the same gang and as the you know what I'm saying, the famous Crip C-Mac, but every time I saw C-Mac, you know what I'm saying, the word C-Mac, I just like, I kept on hearing Dog voice in my head, so that's just what made, you know what I'm saying, just kept me extra glued to the book and shit, you know what I'm saying, just so, you know what I'm saying, that's just something I had to put out there and shit. I know it was unintentional, but, you know what I'm saying, just with C-Mac's rise and shit, it was just coincidental, but, you know what I'm saying, let's just get straight into it, man. The duality of man, that's one of the big takeaways, you know what I'm saying, I got from this book, the duality of man, you know what I'm saying, the main character, Mitch, he, you know what I'm saying, he was a dope dealer, gangbanger, you know what I'm saying, definitely within the life, but, you know what I'm saying, he had an insatiable appetite for learning, and you know what I'm saying, he actually had the chance to actually go to Howard University, you know what I'm saying, eventually in the book. So it just talks about the duality of man, just, you know what I'm saying, being torn by two different worlds. You know what I'm saying, that was a struggle that was prominent in this book, and you know what I'm saying, like, definitely that was a takeaway I took from it. You know what I'm saying, he had the streets versus promising education, you know what I'm saying, what these two things can lead to ultimately. Another good takeaway, Amber. Man, every dude need a good woman, man. And like, I've been in that situation where, like, you know what I'm saying, you just get done, you know what I'm saying, making love to your woman, then you just look at her and you just like, damn, man, like, God bless me with this woman, you feel me? Like, really, I love this bitch, you feel me? But like, that was just something you take away. You could just like actually like, you know what I'm saying, Amber, she was like, you know what I'm saying, like the yin to the yang, you understand? Like, you just felt the warmth and the balance that she brought to his life just by reading it, just by reading her dialogue through the pages and shit. So that was something that, you know what I'm saying, everybody knows that's something that they need in their life. You know what I'm saying, is a good woman by your side, especially in these streets. Speaking of these streets, you know what I'm saying, the feds will watch you doing all the dirt just so they collect evidence, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's similar to the Young Thug situation, just to make a parallel, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so many things that could have been prevented if they just would have went in and busted them, but it's like, they got to make their case type shit, you feel me? So it's like, people, they in this book, they saw the feds witness people get murdered and shit, you feel me? They could have prevented murders, but it's like, just to stick the case to this one person, they'll collect all the evidence, and you know what I'm saying, your life could be a bargaining chip for their case type shit. And I like how Stanley James II and No Breaks Publishing was shouted out in the beginning of the book, you know what I'm saying? It was saying like the Terry Wotan Jr., I believe, who's also, I believe, is a real life publisher, but it's like, he was quoted in the book as saying as Mitch reminded him of a young Stanley James. So like, I felt like that was dope how Dog put it in there. You feel me? Salute to you on that. Even though Roddy knew eventually Mitch was gonna meet Raphael, the plug, C-Mac was low-key happy Roddy was out the way, because he basically was like, they was gonna have Roddy's connect, and you seen the smile on his face or whatever. So that was like, just to show you that, you know what I'm saying, even though people might be in your clique and in your crew, whatever, they might, you know what I'm saying, be your mans and shit, but like, at the end of the day, everybody got their own best interests at heart, you feel me? So it's like, hey, it's fucked up the dog gone, but shit, we can get his plug, nigga, we gonna eat type shit. So that was just, I wonder if people caught it when they read it, you feel me? And also, like, in certain positions, you got to be able to cut your vices and shit, because like, Mitch was the last person that needed to be high and drunk in front of the hip hop police, like not paying attention and shit. And you see, like, niggas was high and drunk a lot in this book. You feel me? That's when a lot of bad shit happened. Niggas rolling up in the car. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tell the truth, shame the devil type shit. But you know what I'm saying? It was just like, when you in a certain position, it's best, you know what I'm saying, to watch your vices, or at least try to keep them under control, because like, the hip hop police is real. And like for niggas to be watched by the feds how they was, them niggas was talking hella reckless on the phone and shit. I know he tried to switch it up saying he was trying to get some real estate from Raphael and shit, but niggas was like using real regular names type shit. Like it was just them niggas was reckless as hell on that type of tip. Like say less. And what your friends could do could fall on you. Cause Tristan, you know what I'm saying, he slashed that lieutenant, I believe it was Lieutenant I forgot the nigga name and shit. He slashed his name in jail though. Like the nigga who went from a deputy to a lieutenant. It began with a B. I forgot dog name on top of lips. I just read the whole book and shit. Matter of fact, was it Bradley? What was the lieutenant name, dog? I know like it was the federal agents and shit. Let me go to the end. I just gotta quote this nigga's name. Boxer. Lieutenant Boxer and shit. Yeah, he definitely had it in for them niggas and shit. And they planted the dope on them niggas like, man. Like, this shit read like a Donald Goines novel. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this shit had me glued to the pages and shit for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you know what I'm saying? No bullshit. Like, this shit had me glued to the pages. Though, like I said, shout out to Stanley E. James II, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm glad you reached out to me, you feel me? So I could review this book and shit because, like, this shit is dope, man. You got a bright future with this author and shit. So, like, shout out to No Breaks Publishing. Like, The Bus, man. Like, that shit is just, you know what I'm saying? That shit is a good book. And it's just so crazy how them niggas was like that's how that shit in LA be though. Like, it's like them niggas be trying to get about that shit. So it's like, nigga, he had it. The dog could have been writing for MTV, all type of shit. You feel me? But, hey, man, it was just, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad for Mitch at the end and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give too much away, but yeah, towards the end and shit, it's a to be continued. So, I don't know how the fuck you got up out of that situation. Nigga, you waiting at the airport and shit for your girl, but, you know what I'm saying? I just had to give my review. Dope book. Shout out to Rich Cripps, Stanley E. James II. You know what I'm saying? The Bus, you know what I'm saying? Live by the gun, die by the gun. Your man, Lewis Automatic. You know what I'm saying? We out this bitch.